All right. Welcome to another episode of the Journeyman podcast, episode 7. We're recording at 6 p.m., 6:01 p.m., on December 26, 2022. You know what I'm saying? So, there's that. I know this is late, but happy holidays to all of y'all. I hope your holidays were good. I hope your New Year's is even better. And I hope that you spring into this new year with a full head of steam. You know what I'm saying? Also, happy belated Thanksgiving if I didn't say that in the last episode. So, yeah, there's that. Whatever you celebrate, you know what I'm saying? I hope it was good to you and your family. And since it's December 26th, happy birthday, CV. You know what I'm saying? Long-time friend of the show. LOL, I'm dead as fuck. Nah, man, but on a serious note, it's been a minute. Would love to have you on the show and just see where your mind is at and everything and stuff like that. And yeah, just chop it up with you. So, happy birthday, girl. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's been a blessed one to you so far. But yeah, speaking of the new year, man, I just felt like I had to do this episode because, you know what I'm saying? Crunch time, clutch time, and I just felt like it was needed. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I've been avoiding recording. And I think that's been the case most of this year. I'll get into this high spirit thing, and then I say, well, okay, let me do this first, and then I'll record. And then I'll do the thing first, and then I won't feel like recording. Like, there's been plenty of times where I was like, okay, one game of 2K, and then I'll record. Or let me go to the gym, then I'll record. Or I'll record after I get off work. This is supposed to be a passion or a dream, and I keep putting mundane ass things in front of it. Things that I do every day that I can do at any time in front of something that I have invested in, I've set time aside for and everything to do, and I don't take advantage of it. Now, partially that is due to just sometimes I do need a recharge, and I recharge in various ways and things like that. So that little hour that I had allocated to the show, shit, that goes to me time sometimes, man. Because I'll say this, man. The 9 to 5 grind is no joke. Not necessarily because my job is hard, and I don't want to say it's easy either, right? But it's not like jaw, bearing, teeth grinding ass labor. No, it's cool. But it's a grind because, okay, you got off at 5 o'clock. Now from 5 to, let's say, 9, in these 4 hours, you need to fit in your social life and everything else that goes with it. You know what I mean? Responsibilities, things of that nature. If you're in a relationship, you got to make time for that. And, just so many nuances. Your health and fitness. So, like, the gym is very important to me. So, the gym automatically takes up about an hour and a half, hour and 45. Then I go back home, I shower. That's about, 15, 20 minutes there. Then, right, in that next hour, I either cook dinner or I go eat out with friends and stuff like that. And it's just like I feel like I'm always squeezing some shit in my day. And, at one point in time, I enjoyed it, but now it's kind of like, fuck, like, bro, sometimes this is super ass, And I just like to have days completely allocated to, like, one aspect of life, Like, socially, right? Okay, well, fuck it. Let me go hang out with the homies all day. You know what I mean? I'm off. Like, let me enjoy my off day. or for some of y'all that watch the show, you're still in college or you're about to graduate. Man, another thing, congratulations on the niggas that graduated, man. Whether you graduated here in the city, high school, fucking college, tech school, trade school, whatever you want to call it, man, congratulations to you. And congratulations to you for sticking with it and enduring, which is something else we're going to talk about. But, yeah, just a whole bunch of shit. But I don't want to get off of the year of the New Year's, right? Because I want to, segue into the year reflection. That's what I was really getting at when I had went on that tangent. But y'all know me, man. I bounce all over the place. Whew. What a fucking year it has been, y'all. A lot of trials and tribulations. A lot of missteps. Lost relationships. A lot of people left Earth and went to heaven. It's a lot of shit weighing on us, man. We've been through it this year. We've been through it, y'all. Some would say this year has been a disappointment. And I want to start there before we really just get into my reflection of this year and things of that nature. So I want to go to dictionary.com and I want to define disappointment for y'all. So just give me a moment. I am typing that shit in. There it is, baby. Excuse me. Disappointment. The fact or act of disappointing. This is the noun. Example. All of his efforts only led to disappointment of his supporters. Definition number 2. The state or feeling of being disappointed. Her disappointment was very great when she didn't get the job. Number 3, a person or thing that disappoints. Example, the play was a disappointment. Well, thank you, dictionary.com. All right, there we go. So, yeah, there's that. And from my viewpoint, this year has been filled with disappointments, a lot of pitfalls and things of that nature. I was saying all that shit to generalize it, to kind of put us in one boat. But, it is really not the same for everybody. Like, some young niggas could have had, like, a very good year, and I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing Didell don't do. We don't hate. You know what I mean? Journeyman doesn't hate, fam. If you're a hater, I can't get down with that. Now, granted, sometimes I'm not going to say hate is warranted, because hate is never warranted. But some of y'all know what y'all be doing, and y'all be setting yourselves up for failure. And, it, like I said, man, it only takes one time. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Man, I just want to point out some things for me, just kind of break them down. Y'all, if you really know me and really know how I've been operating this year, you can tell that I've been operating in a cloud that's consisting of a lack of confidence. I don't know when or where I've lost it. But this year has been the year of a lack of confidence. I mean, when I tell you I have been operating scary in some situations, it don't even make sense, because rationally I look at things at this point from back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking at things now, hindsight is 2020, of course, but I'm like, why the fuck was I scared of that? Or why the fuck was I just so cautious around that? Like, that's some shit I've done, been doing, things of that nature. Why didn't I just grind it out? Why didn't I just stick through it? Why didn't I not endure? Okay. And I wanna talk about that a little bit later, but I just had to throw that in there, highlight that, because there's a point that comes with that. Y'all, I think what really had did it for me, man. Can I be vulnerable? I think this is a safe space, but man, maybe y'all remember I had told y'all I was talking to somebody and I things were getting pretty serious. But a lot of things weren't aligned, right? So we had a conversation about it. This took place in, I want to say, August. I want to say August, right? Lines were drawn, not like super drawn, but it was just like, yo, this is where I'm coming from. Well, this is where I'm coming from, so then you know how that goes. Usually a compromise follows or an ultimatum follows. And this time, I'm just going to keep it real. I chose the ultimatum route because I felt like I've compromised enough. And it didn't go how I pictured it. Well, to be honest, I don't know how I pictured it, but the favorable outcome, nigga, it did not happen, fam. It just didn't, And man, if I can be honest with y'all, man, that shook the fuck out of my confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like on that song, Hours, Silent Hours or Hours of Silence. You know which song I'm talking about. It comes right after Spin About You on Her Loss. When Drake said, "You got my confidence on Send Help." That was me, nigga. That was me. And it still me is today. I'm slowly getting back up there. You know what I'm saying? But, oh, man. And I just got to be real with y'all, man. I felt like I was operating in a facade, nigga. Like, niggas was inviting me out, and because I didn't want to be alone, I went out. And let me not bullshit. Yo, I've had great times. I was doing the thing, but when the highs are the highs, the lows are the fucking lows. And you know what's crazy? The lows, I was in there by myself, man. For real. Just in there by myself. Reflecting on the situation, what had transpired, and just then reflecting on life. So I entered the healing stage. At first, I was social, going out, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. And then, once that shit fizzled out, I tightened up. I was like, okay, well, fuck it. We gonna work out. And I was consistent in that. You know what I'm saying? I like how my body looks right now. Is there room for improvement? Sure. But damn it, we did it. We did it. But I didn't get to where I wanted to be. And I'll expand on that a little bit more later. I did everything you can do in the healing stage. I took the most known routes, which are often the most unhealthy. I've took the straight and narrow route, which becomes mundane and mind-numbing. And finally, I took the spiritual route. I tapped in with God, and I think that was the most productive method of healing at all. All of them were needed in their own way. All of them were needed. I think you have to have just as much bad as you have good to write a complete story. Now, not everything has to be bad, nigga. If you can avoid it, avoid it. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have a testimony, right? And your testimony could be the thing that deters somebody else from going down the same path. And, we don't know things are bad unless we know motherfuckers that been through things and they tell us, hey, nigga, it's terrible. So, it was things of that nature. But yeah, man. The spiritual healing was magnificent. I'm still going through that now. I'm still trying to stay on track. Still trying to add to my game, man. Try to get in my spiritual bag. And when I say spiritual, deepening my relationship with God. Straight up, you know what I mean? That's just really what it means. I just wanted to define spiritual. Well, my definition of spiritual with people, because some people say spiritual and then they'll mean something else, and like, nah, just for clarification, that's what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Keep word. That's what I'm on. Well, keep phrase. My bad, y'all. Can you tell I'm excited to record? Fuck, I'm all over the place. I'm also tired, y'all. I was on the road 4 hours. Before I got on the road, my fucking battery was shot, frozen. Luckily, I was able to go exchange it. Had to do the exchange at Walmart. And it started right up. So, yeah, there's that. However, the screw that holds the base plate against the battery from stopping it from sliding and moving in the car. Yeah, the screw was so fucking old, rusty, and corroded. That bitch broke right up in there. Right up in there, Tommy. I cannot make this up. So, do I need to go to Midas and get that drilled out? Most definitely. Will I do it soon? Realistically, probably not. But hopefully I can make it do what it do. But yeah. So there's that. Excuse me for yawning. I apologize. Damn. But yeah, there's that. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I looked at is missed goals, and I want to share the goals that I had listed for this year. I wanted a job in the Dallas area. Work in progress. I said a nice apartment. I guess I got that. But I should have been more specific. A new apartment in the Dallas area, work in progress. A new car, work in progress. Being able to travel, work in progress. Having a healthy romantic relationship, didn't pan out. Maintaining a healthy body and mindset, work in progress. I'm getting better at that. Become a prayer warrior. So the thing is that I guess you could say I considered myself a prayer warrior back in the day. I just need to get back in that bag, man. I need to get back in that mode. I used to pray about everything. And it's funny. When I do pray about things, God does act and work on my behalf quite swiftly. Versus me trying to create this long drawn out plan when I should have just prayed about the situation first. But like I said, you live and you learn, and I am getting better. Become a personal trainer. Still trying to figure that out, man. I need to get some money. That's just what that is. So the new job goal definitely needs to come first, so I can pay for that shit. And assemble a team together. So when I say assemble a team together, I want to surround myself with, caring people. Now, I know the saying is you need to surround yourself with good people. Nigga, the people you can be around genuinely can be good people, but the reality is, do they care? You need to surround yourself with caring individuals, and you need to be a caring individual yourself. Working on that, trying to get it together, you know what I'm saying? But slowly but surely. Now, you could give me some slack and say, well, Ashton, those are some lofty goals, and they just don't happen overnight. You're right. But the reality is that, did I really want it bad enough? Let's peep game. When I have embarked on something this year and things have gotten hard, I'll be honest, I've turned tail. I've either quit or I've moved on to the next thing. thinking that, hey, I'm doing what's good for me. I'm cutting my losses. When the reality is that God was about to bless me in that moment, but I left the table. See, we don't talk about that often enough. You know what I mean? Not to get super preachy on you, but when you are called to walk with him, right? Like if you accept this lifestyle and things like that, man, this shit is not easy. You know what I mean? He kept it real with us from the beginning. You all gonna suffer. Man, there's gonna be some days you're gonna be like, man, God, what you got going? You gonna question him. And he know what it is. But you gotta be down with the get down. You can't just be, oh, one day I'm over here, next day I'm over here with you, man. He wants genuine love. You gotta really lock in with that man. You know what I'm saying? And make it do what it do. So there's that. So yeah, man, I missed out on a lot of goals. So it's safe to say, right? If we look at the evidence, this year has been a disappointment. But let me flip that on its head. And this is, if you had a good year, I'm not talking to you. For those that really struggled, and you know what the fuck I'm talking about. As I said that right now, you had about 2-3 situations come up at the front of your forehead. By the way, you got a fat ass forehead if you listening. But that doesn't matter right now. Lock in. In all seriousness, this year wasn't a disappointment. What makes it a disappointment if you don't grow and elevate from said lessons, right? I could go down the list of every situation I've been in and I could define it as a loss, but in reality, they were lessons. I had to go through all of that to come to you in this moment and let you know we're not done. Keep working. You know what I'm saying? Keep working. Don't wait until the new year to work diligently. Start now. Last episode, we talked about right now. If you really want it, start working for it right now. Because if you don't, that's what's going to make this year a disappointment. You said all this stuff, you was spitting hot shit and everything like that. Now look at you. Sitting there looking like boo-boo the food. Sitting there, let's say what we're really afraid of, the L word. Sitting there looking like a loser. A loser isn't somebody who loses or that experiences failure. A loser is somebody that they don't even try. And they don't want it bad enough. In anything you do, losses come with the game. Lessons come with those losses. Learn from it. Stand on your own too. And keep working. Dust yourself off. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Because I want to move into what I've learned from this year. Let's break it down. Healing with God is better. Listen, I have listeners, or I haven't really looked at the numbers or the things of that matter or that magnitude, but it's safe to say we all don't believe in the same thing, right? Cool. But when I say healing with God is better, you need to be tapped in and you need to be aligned with something. Because if you're not aligned with something, you fall for everything. Take that time and invest in you. You know what I mean? Take that time and invest in you. It's not about being religious or having a religion. It's about having a relationship with something bigger than you. That's the best way I can say it in a non-religious way. Because like I said, I don't want to force what I believe on to y'all. But I'm also not going to hide my truth. Like, this is what I believe in. This is what I stand on. I've been standing on this shit for 24 years. And I'm going to keep it a stack with you. I'm not leaving anytime soon. To keep it a stack, I'm not leaving at all. All right. But it helps me. So naturally, out of love, I'm going to suggest something that helps me to help you. You feel what I'm saying? So there's that. Hey, number 2, stay the course. Right? You know how I was talking about enduring stuff, endurance. Stay the course. Man, let me tell you like this. If anything you trying to do or trying to bring yourself to the next level is hard. It's hard and it's difficult. And it's going to get harder every single time you progress. But you have to stay the course, because the reality of it is that this. In my experience, I feel like God was trying to show me, or was trying to see, are you really ready for this? Are you really willing to go all out for this? Because this is what I call for at the next level. Are you ready for that? And a lot of the times I failed them. That's on me. It is what it is. But you know what? I see the pattern now. And I just have to keep that mind, stay the course. If you scared, pray on it. If you skeptical, pray on it. If you're doubtful, pray on it. Any stage, right? That's the misconception with God. Like we have to be in super good standing. Nah, dog. Talk to him for real. That's what he wants you to do. He wants you to come in there and build that relationship. You know what I'm saying? And then strengthen the faith through the word. You got to read the word. And have a support system through fellowship. You know what I'm saying? RFF. Relationship, faith, fellowship. Is that a pretty acronym? Hell no. But it's the one that works. All right. Hey, yo, the choices you make matter. The choices you make matter. Let me say this to you. Okay. In this healing process, why I guess, or lack of confidence, whatever you want to call it, right? I want to say another good thing that came out was the deep self-reflection, the honesty I carried with myself, and the honesty with my intentions when I even looked at a woman. If any woman interested me, what were my intentions? Straight up. And I think about this more now than ever, because let me tell you what I want, y'all. All right. And let's be real here. A lot of us was sitting in our room on Christmas back at the family house in the fucking family pajamas, and you was laid up with your fucking dog or with a body pillow. You was by yourself, yo. You was by yourself. And we're not getting any younger, and I don't like to put a timestamp on that, but right, humans were not made to be alone. And if there's one thing I know I do want, there's a part of me inside of me that wants, it's companionship. But I want that good shit. I don't want that shit that we be seeing on social media that's here for a month and gone the next day. Right? I think we want that realistic shit, right? Okay, cool. Well, check this out. The choices that you make now dictate what you will have later. Straight up. And I'm playing the long game, because let me say it like this. When she comes, I'm going to be healed, willing, and ready. Shout out to my boy Fred. I got that from him. You know what I'm saying? That's the standard. Healed, willing, and ready. Because I already know that's how God gonna give her. That's how God's gonna present her to me. Right? And yeah, she may not be perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not worried about that. It may not be wrapped up in a bow and just like, here you go. Boom, it's perfection. But you know what? that person, right? A lot of us date off of potential. Oh, I see something in you, so I'm going to stick with you. Whole time that person ain't shit, and they don't want to be shit. That's the hard truth about some people. Then you got some people that, hey, they do have potential. It's not going to be unlocked with you. And that's something you have to accept. Sometimes we come in people's life for a season just to show them, hey, you can do this with your life. They take that, they run with it. That's it. That's it. And we have to be okay with that. We have to be cool with that. You know, and you have to be okay with waiting. You have to be okay with that endurance because, bless me, I hope y'all didn't hear that. Boy, I had to sneeze, boy. So if you got them headphones in, I definitely sneeze, man. Go ahead and turn it down. But I talk loud so that way, you know, you don't have to have me at a high ass level. Shout out to Caden and Kaylee, my brother and sister. They listen to me in the car. So, you know, I try to watch the amount of curse words I say. But, you know, big bro cusses. And I'm going to be honest with you. You shouldn't be listening to every episode. But I appreciate the numbers, baby. I appreciate the numbers. Either way. Yeah, man. We all want companionship, right? But you want that real. You want the right stuff. Endure. Be patient. You got to wait for that. You know what I'm saying? But the choices you make now definitely determine later. And let me say it like this, right? Hey, man. We love to do things on our own terms, right? We love to do things on our own terms. But what about the right time? Let me ask you another question. You've been doing shit on your own terms for a while. How's that working for you? For real, for real. Now, I'm not saying necessarily bad things come from like doing things on your own terms. But sometimes, man, certain things, it's the right way to do it. And I'm not saying like I know what that way is. It's whatever works for you. But like I said, for my believers, tap in with God. He gonna lace you up. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not on that wave, let me say it like this. Lead with kindness and respect and dignity, integrity. Because if you out here doing people dirty, both sides, talking to both sides, you doing out here doing people dirty or you doing dirty, anything like that, bro, that shit is going to come back and it's going to show up on you. You can't stick that, my boy. You can't stick that, for real. So you know what I'm saying? Move diligently. You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all be quick to play with, you know, certain individuals and stuff like that. And it's repercussions to that. No matter who it is, it's repercussions to that. So, and you may not see it from them physically, but like I said, man, it's going to hurt you in so many different ways. There's so many different ways to attack a human being. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially. Come on. All right, listen. Hey, it's all fun and games, man, when that shit in your pocket now. That's all I'm going to say. But, yeah, the choices you make matter, okay? Hey, the last one, surround yourself with people that want to see you win and they care about you. Surround yourself with caring people. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Surround yourself with people that want to see you win and care about you. All right? Because if you around motherfuckers that don't give a fuck, you gonna be a motherfucker that don't give a fuck. If you around some people that don't have anything going for themselves, and I'm not saying like, like when I say it's like, oh man, they building on they plan right now. No, that's a motherfucker with ambition and that's willing to work. I can work with that, baby. No matter how big or small the dream is, I can work with that. It's motherfuckers that don't have a plan and they not looking for one either. Because let me say it like this. Idle time can turn into negative time real quick if it's not used correctly. So that's something to keep in mind. And listen, everything I'm telling y'all, man, is shit that I'm either learning in real time or I done went that route and I done came back with some game. That's all it is. So this ain't no, oh, he is wiser than now. No, hell no, I'm dumb. Well, I don't want to say I'm dumb, right? Because I don't want to put that into the universe, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak that into existence either. Let's say this. I make mistakes and I'm human. All right? And I be humaning more than other humans sometimes. You know what I mean? So, if I can help you out in any shape, form, or fashion, be successful, that's what I'm going to do, man. Because y'all take y'all time to listen to me. This is the least I can do. Straight up. Either that or make some merch. Would y'all be interested in some merch? I need to figure out how to do that shit. Because I've been doing this little podcast shit for a while. But yeah, man. Another thing. I did promise y'all 13 episodes. This is episode 7. So I owe y'all 6 more. So hey, halfway through. Woo! But yeah, that's that. But hey, let's go over this list one more time. So that way, you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying. So in summary, listen. 5 things this year to keep in mind. Number 1, keep God first and pray. If you're unsure about it, pray about it. Number 2, secure the family. Man, times have gotten so crazy and wild. You don't know what is going to happen. So I say this with the utmost love in my chest. Love yours. And go see about your people when you can, man. And I need to be better at that. So that's you getting this from a hypocrite, but aspiring do-gooder. Like I want to do better about that. So for real, go see about your people, man. Like I said, number 3, surround yourself with caring people, right? You can be around good people all day, and that's cool. But you should be around some motherfuckers that also care about you. You know what I mean? Just let's keep it a stack. Number 4, endure. Endure, right? Times get hard. Shit gets tough. Shit gets wicked. But let me say this to you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that God can't fix. You know what I mean? You know, if you really believe that he's working on your situation, then believe it. And find the good in it. That's a lot of times what I do. Like, listen, bro, I could have freaked out. Damn, dog. I just got this battery in June. Now it's all out and stuff. Well, 1, it was cold, right? Let's find a reasonable explanation for the situation. You know what I'm saying? 2, let's look at the circumstances. Well, obviously I can't turn it on, but how can I troubleshoot it? I jumped it. I had to attach it to a charger. Didn't work. Okay. Now, I'm at my last solution. Get a new battery. Okay. That's the solution I go with. Now, execution of said solution. Everything was closed. It was Christmas Day. Guess what? We got up, went to Walmart, exchanged the battery. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Problem solved. I could have been crying about that shit. I could have been stressing about that shit. But the reality of it is that it is what it is, and shit, you just got to keep pushing, my boy. That's life. And then number 5, take your time. Take your time, right? Quality over quantity. Whatever goal you're chasing, take your time. Work diligently, but take your time. Some things you can't rush, right? Yes, we're doing things on our own terms, but hey, remember, everything is not about your terms. It's about the right terms. And with that, I bid y'all adieu. thank y'all for just riding this year out with me, man. Like I said, it's been real hard, mentally, emotionally, and at times physically. But shit, we got through it. I'm a better person for it, and I'm ready to head into this new year. You know, working hard, locked in, and shit, we gonna reap the fruits of said hard work. You know what I mean? So we gonna reap the benefits of our labor for sure. But once again, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Please be safe. Don't drink and drive. None of that shit. Don't be goofy. And yo, wrap it up. All right, we're out. Peace.